Question for you, just real fast. We haven't touched it yet. Just quick question.
Yes.
And then Shay, I get in on this because we talked about this before we started the show. We just are we gonna let LaFleur off the hook like that last night? I mean, we kill coaches on this show. I've done this. Is my first. I ain't a rook no more. I'm here. We crush coaches on this show. Do a commercial break.
All right,
during
you're talking,
the show.
before you go any further, though.
Are we going to, Sam, jump on? Are we going to just let LaFleur slide today?
Okay, let's talk about this. Before you guys get any deeper into the Matt LaFleur situation. Could he get fired? No, he's not going to get fired.
So you don't think he's going to get fired?
So his career regular season record in 7 years in Green Bay is 76-40. He's 36 games over 500. That's a .654 winning percentage.
Okay.
However, in the postseason, he is 3-6. Okay, so that's what it comes down to. So he's looking a little like Marty Schottenheimer was back in the day. Marty had 200 wins exactly in regular season games, one of only 8 coaches, I think, that have ever gotten to that mark. But his postseason record was 5-11, 5-12, something along that, and he doesn't get a sniff of the Hall of Fame. Yes, he has lost his last 3 playoff
Has
games.
he even coached in a conference championship game?
His first 2 years they were in the conference championship years, and they lost with his MVP quarterback to the 49ers and the Buccaneers.
All right, okay.
Yeah, so
that's
his
right.
first
Tom
2
Brady,
years they were in the
Tom Brady,
NFC championship game. Yeah.
I'm watching
but the last 2 years,
game.
the wild card game. Look, it looked good for them early on. It just was amazing to me. Was it the Bears' defense adjustments?
No.
Or was it complete shutdown of the Packers' offense where they seemingly were moving the ball fine in the first half, and then it's 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out.
Plays. He's the play caller. He runs the offense.
Well, was playing the same level? I don't know.
I'm not putting this on. I'm sorry. I'm not putting this on Love, man. I'm not.
Okay, so here it is. His first 3 years in Green Bay, 13 wins, 13 wins, 13 wins.
Right.
Since then, the last 4 years, 8-9, 9-8, 11-6, 9-7-1. That's pretty mediocre.
It's turned, man.
Okay, then the question is then who? Who are you bringing in? It's always easy to fire.
Right.
Who are you bringing in? We already ran through
a
bunch of names out there.
Right.
Are you bringing in like LaFleur was, an untested guy who was a breath of fresh air for Aaron Rodgers, who revived his career with back-to-back MVP seasons? Do you go with a veteran coach? Are you going defensive coach? Where are you going next if you fire LaFleur?
See, this is my coaching thing. I'm going to ride this whole offseason. Maybe for the next year or two. These the young first-time wonder kids, right? They all hit early, right? McDaniel hit early. Shanahan's got the 2 Super Bowls. LaFleur, back-to-back conference championship game, 13-13-13. Dan Campbell starts 0-7, goes on a run, conference championship games. But if you go through all these teams with these coaches, guys, it starts to taper and fall off. And the next thing you know, you're firing a guy after 5, 6, 7 years. He's been there 7 years. I'm not saying they should fire him, but if we heard tomorrow morning, shocker of the offseason, the Green Bay Packers are moving, I'd go, well, I mean, we started the show by saying we judge you in this month.
Okay, I got a couple of sound bites for you to hear. All right, this is Matt LaFleur after their loss.
Okay.
Asked if he expects to be back next season.
Hey, Matt, you got a year left on your contract, and policy has said he doesn't like lame duck seasons. Do you expect to be back next season? Have you guys already started negotiating that deal? Or?
Yeah, with all due respect to your question, Pete, now's not the time for that. I mean, I'm just hurting for these guys. I can only think about just what just happened, and there will be time for that.
Do you think your team has the confidence that the leadership of this organization can get them where they want to go?
Yeah, again, with all due respect, Pete, definitely now's not the time. I mean, whatever.
Okay, so I have one other sound here. Jordan Love. Yeah, whatever. Jordan Love was asked if LaFleur should be retained as the head coach.
Play it.
Do you think Matt should remain the coach of this team, and why do you think that is so?
Yeah, I definitely think Matt should be the head coach. I got a lot of love for Matt. I think he does a great job, and that's it.
Okay, so, I mean, they're saying the right things, right?
Right. I was about to say, that soundbite means absolutely, because what is Jordan Love going to say right there after that debacle last night? What is he going to say?
How about that I'm responsible for this mess because I couldn't get any offense going?
I think guys have...
Didn't help that your your kicker missed that extra point.
Not an extra point. He missed 2 field goals in the second half.
But that extra point was a crusher.
So he left 7 points on the board by himself, guys.
Yeah.
Players have certain ways of subtly saying they want a coach gone, but I don't get that sense that they want LaFleur gone. So they are endorsing him, but they do have ways of being like, well, we'll let the offseason take care of itself, and things will play out. But like there, he was giving an endorsement. I'm a Packer fan. Personally, I think Matt LaFleur's done a great job. I don't want to see him fired. I think they have a good thing going. But I get it. You just keep, like my buddy just sent me, and this is not all LaFleur's fault, but he sent me like the last 10 or 11 Green Bay playoff appearances, and it's like every year it's just heartbreak or getting dominated.
Okay, but you know what we're talking about.
And like, so LaFleur's on the hook for some of those.
Okay, so what have we been talking about recently? Mike Tomlin, right? Like, when's the last time Pittsburgh won a playoff
2016.
game? Is just getting into the playoffs enough?
No.
Even if you're doing it every year.
Not for that. For the Dolphins, for the Browns, for the Panthers, but for Dallas, Packers, Yankees, that would be like saying, is it good enough for Duke to just get to the Sweet Six? No, you're Duke. You're supposed to get to the Elite Eight or the Final Four. That's just what it is. Is it okay for the Yankees to get to the wild card, guys?
Okay.
No.
So we can qualify this. If you have more than 2 Lombardi trophies in your trophy case, which obviously the Packers do.
Right.
If you have more than 2, anything less than winning a Super Bowl is unacceptable. Is that what we're saying?
I think
we got Dallas, you got Pittsburgh, you got the 49ers, you got the Chiefs now, you got New England.
Let me go a little deeper
there
for you guys.
aren't a lot of franchises with more than 2.
Hold on, let me go a little deeper for you guys. Do we think Chicago's going anywhere anytime soon? Do we think the Washington Commanders will bounce back? Do we think Seattle's going anywhere anytime soon? Do we think the Rams are going anywhere? I'm looking at the landscape of the NFC, guys, and it's not going to get easier for him. Your best defensive player, who's first-team All-Pro, blew his leg out. He's going to miss the first part of the year. I love Jordan Love, but I need a little more.
Okay, well, this gets
Jordan
back to
Love.
the question then. Are you hired Matt LaFleur essentially sight unseen, and it came out good for you? Certainly those first 3 years, it was phenomenal. 39-10.
Yeah, it was
2 trips to the NFC Championship.
4 years ago. I mean, if you say it about one
but
team,
my
you have to say
point
it about
is,
them
are
all.
you going in with why wouldn't you bring Mike McCarthy back?
Well, I think it has a lot to do with Jordan Love, though, in the end. Because before it was more of just
okay,
growth.
What do you want?
Jordan Love's growth, making sure his growth is good.
But this is this is why they moved on from Mike McCarthy, because Aaron Rodgers' career had stalled.
Can we agree that Jordan Love is no longer on the growing path? He's there. Can we agree that at this point they're not really?
I don't know. The question
about...
is, does he have a ceiling, or is this as good as he's going to get?
That's what I'm saying. Like at this point, do you think they're
does
even
anybody
worried about...
envision Jordan Love hoisting a Lombardi trophy?
Here's my thing with Jordan Love, though, and Shay, I know you do that in your feelings sometimes. Sam, you haven't been here a lot on the show. My prediction, Steve, I know you remember this. I know Ramonsi remembers this. My prediction on the Packers this year was an 11-win team, but my only question mark for them was, who's your WR1 that can go get it every Sunday? Dobbs played great yesterday, but I'm watching receivers drop balls. I'm watching receivers run wrong routes. I'm watching things that as a coach myself, it goes back to you. You're not communicating enough. You're not motivating.
Whoa. You're talking about a personnel thing,
They
though.
did draft Golden. For the first time, they drafted a wide receiver in the
Golden
first round.
was hurt most of the year.
He did have a touchdown yesterday.
I get all of
Dobbs,
that, guys. I know they lost their everything tight in. But like you even said yourself, at some point, Sam, some of this, yesterday, I can't find a player to put that on, man. I'm looking at a coach that's up. It should have been up more at the half.
Well,
and even at the halftime interview, the question,
I have a player to put it on as your kicker.
How do you keep this going?
21-3 was the Packers like playing above the team that was on a 4-game losing streak to end the season. Like they were about to turn back into the pumpkin at some point, and they did. They couldn't protect Jordan Love. They were getting the run stopped. They were getting him. He wasn't protected.
Exactly.
Why are we ignoring the fact that Caleb Williams deserves some credit here, guys?
Caleb Williams was amazing.
We're not ignoring that.
And Bears stick around. They're going to come
we're
back.
talking about
they're gonna come back
firing
on
a
you.
coach because Caleb Williams could be beyond what we
I didn't
initially
say
thought.
fire him. I just think there should be some thought-provoking conversation in today's temperature of the NFL.
I wouldn't be
where
surprised
we're
if
watching
LaFleur
coaches.
got let go.
Thank you. We're watching coaches
don't
get
want him to be
fired.
fired
after-
because the Packers were the better team.
We're getting fired. We're
Yeah.
firing coaches after 1 year in this league. That's the world we live in, guys. 41 college coaches
Is that
got
a
new jobs
positive
this year.
thing?
No, it's not, but it's the world we live in. It's not a positive thing that McDonald's still sells fake burgers, but people still go eat a McDonald's burger. It's the world we live
Well,
in.
they taste
I
good.
deal with the world we live in. I don't deal in hypothetical.
When's the last time you had a
metaverses.
McDonald's hamburger?
Like 2 weeks ago, I cheated on my
You
diet. with my
have a
kids.
McDonald's bag right next to you
Well,
right
it
now.
Had hash brown in
Hash
it.
brown,
That's a
okay.
bur-
That
was
wasn't a
bre-
burger.
That
That
was
was
a burger.
You're right. You're
It
right.
wasn't-
You're right.
It was a
Okay.
breakfast sandwich.